a super classic, timeless, chic, like simple, I decided to get a little more fun this month with these earrings. These are called Mini Kanoko Blue, and I thought these were so pretty. And even though the summer is ending, they gave me like summer in Portofino vibes, and I thought that they would be so cute with like white dress, like linen pants. Like, to me, they feel really summery. And right now I'm really building, well, I'm trying to build like capsule wardrobe and like buying things that I could use and love for a really long time, instead of impulse buying things to wear like next week and that's it, and then I never wear it again. So I feel like these are so freaking cute. Again, they're called the Mini Kanoko Blue earrings. I love the design, and because I am a doll of a friend and I love to share the wealth, I also got some presents for some friends this month. So these are like such a go-to at this point, guys. Such a classic. The Paris earrings. If you don't have these by now, what are you doing? I have these in silver and I have these in gold, and I wear them everywhere. They are a little small hoop. They are so cute. Good for day, good for night. These are from Ana Luisa too. They're the low hoops, LO. But I got these for Tony's cousin Sierra. Her birthday's in a few days, and I think she'll really love these. Of course, I got my little pouch here that it comes with, which is amazing for travel. And then Tony's other cousin Brittany, her birthday is also this month, so I got her this bracelet, and it's just a cute little cuff that I thought is like super classic. And I think I got her like a dangly, or not dangly, but like a little bracelet like this too, so I feel like it would be nice to like pair together. If I did get her that, I really don't even remember. But yeah, super cute. Now this one is called Nelly bracelet. So I implore you to check out Ana Luisa. I'm obsessed. I love their stuff. I love working with them. And like literally every piece of jewelry you'll see me wear, besides my engagement ring and my wedding ring and like a pair of studs, it's all Ana Luisa. So if you're ever wondering, you can just check the website. And again, don't forget to use my code BABEE20 for 20% off your order, so they know that you came from me, and you get 20% off. So you can find the link in the description box. And thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Now, before I look at your comments and questions and things, you may be wondering, or you may already know because you know me. Well, you've been together with your husband. He was my boyfriend first. yes, I get it. I know that pain, and I am empathetic very much so to that pain. So, let's see. I'll be honest, I have not even looked at these. What's your advice on comparison / dealing with the next person your ex dates? I feel like I always end up shitting on myself and all the things I lack that the next person has. Great question to start off with. So, the question's really about comparing yourself to your ex's new love interest, which I think for a lot of us, especially if it happens quicker or especially if they move on first, is just natural and probably unavoidable. And to a point, a lot of stuff around breakups, that's kind of like the response to it, something you kind of just have to be aware of and know that like that feeling is coming, so you know how to kind of deal with it. I think that it's important to remember that your ex, like when this happens, since you start comparing yourself to other people and what they have and what I don't and blah blah blah, is to remember that your relationship didn't work out because of your and his or her, whatever, chemistry, like together, not vibing. It wasn't because of one tiny little thing that you think you might lack in comparison to this new person or any other person in the world. Her hair being shinier than yours, you know, her being thinner than you, her having a better job, like whatever the case is, you are a person as a whole, and the little bullshit qualities that you're sitting there like tearing yourself apart over are not really what make you know what I mean? So you just kind of have to acknowledge that you had your time with this person, they had their time with you, and think about like the shoe being on the other foot. Think about like you may move on and fall in love with somebody else, but it doesn't necessarily take away from what you had with that person, and it's just a different time in your life, and you don't date people that all look and act exactly the same, right? Like, people are individuals, so you just have to be content in who you are as a person. And I think that's like self-work and inner work that's separate from like breakups, to know that this is simply just another being on this earth. That person is just another person out of the 8 billion people on earth. They were not a gift from God to like torture you and like make your ex so happy that he got rid of you. Like, do you know what I mean? Okay, wait, all I see is at the end of this, she's a runner, she's a track star. Okay. Dealing with the regrouping of friends after a breakup. Some pick sides real hard, which can be very hurtful. A few remain neutral, in my experience. A breakup is very hard, but the mutual friends part always feels like an extension of the pain they are already going through. And running into an ex-friend when you're out that chose his side, I'd rather run all the way home. She's a runner, she's a track star. Okay, that's a great question, a great discussion topic. So, the friends side of it, the friend breakup. Say, you know, my friend Nick and his girlfriend break up. Do I stop being friends with her? Do I stop being friends with him? Like, do I remain neutral? Blah. I think this is super situational, and here's how I might go about it. Any of my closest, like if it's me, okay, any of my closest girlfriends, if they break up with their boyfriend, and like I didn't know him prior to knowing friends, and I'm definitely friends with them, but we're not like best BFFs, at least like not yet, right? And I think that that's fine to say. I don't think that they would think that either, but we're definitely friends, and I like them all, and you know, whatever. Would I probably talk to them if they broke up with their boyfriends? Probably not. More so not to be mean or not to like cut a friendship, but more so because I probably just wouldn't really see them or run into them, and we didn't have like some super close friendship to begin with, right? Now, if I had built a super close friendship with that girl that my guy friend was dating, yeah, I would still be friends with her, because I'm not as like loyal to my guy friends as I am to like my best girlfriends. Like, it's like a whole science, you know what I mean? So I think this is like so situational, and it really depends. And if you're the person that's getting like broken up with by a friend or somebody else, I think you have to kind of just deal with it. I mean, you can't like force somebody into being your friend, and if they don't want to remain friends with you after the breakup, it's pretty clear like where their loyalty lies, right? Like, if I'm like best friends with somebody, I'm not going to stop being their friend because of a breakup. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, but if I'm not really that close to somebody and I'm just kind of an acquaintance and we're friendly, then sure, maybe I won't talk to them anymore. I would still remain polite and friendly and kind, but hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Can you be friends after a breakup? How long after breaking up do you need to wait before being friends? I feel like this question always gets brought up, and I think unless you have a child with this person or some other specific reason that you have to stay in contact with them like on a semi-daily or weekly basis, I strongly don't advise you being friends with your ex in the beginning. One reason being, and the biggest reason being, it's usually Delulu land. The only reason you usually like, and you usually don't admit this, people don't admit this to themselves, you only want to be their friend because you relationship after a breakup, that there has to be real separation and distance and growth on like both parties to be able to like come back together and be better. The times that me and Tony broke up, we let like a week go by or 2 weeks or 3 weeks go by, and we just missed each other and like wanted to snuggle. Like there was no real changes done, and like no changes were going to be had in the relationship. I think for people to break up and get back together, unfortunately, it's like they almost have to break up, get over each other completely, and then like re-meet like down the line very serendipitously. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that if you're breaking up, if you're actively in a breakup and your plan is like, I'm gonna get back together with this person, I don't think that type of getting back together with them is able to work out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're not thinking about you independently. There's no changes being made. Like maybe you need to learn how to be more independent and stronger and set better boundaries and like not let a man walk all over you or not be clingy or whatever. Maybe you need to learn that. Maybe he needs to learn that, to be more appreciative of you or to a woman, and to be softer and kinder, and needs to appreciate time spent more and whatever. The only way that you're gonna get to those places is if you're both away from each other, right? And she has time to just be with herself and be like, okay, like accepting the discomfort of like the space by myself, slowly, and then being like, this is fine. And he, on the other hand, has the time. At first he's loving life and he's like, yeah, whatever, this is great for the first month, and then at month 2 he's like, oh shit, wait, I'm at a family barbecue, and maybe actually I really would love if my girlfriend was here. 6 months later my cousin Timmy is having a baby, and actually I kind of want that with my girl. Like I think you have to go through the life experiences that like prompt those changes, and like for you to see the light, which you don't always do. Like it's not always going to be guaranteed, right? Sometimes you guys break up and the other person's just not feeling it, and then honey, no, it's not possible to get back together if they're just not into you. Like no. But if you guys you know, just, you're like, oh, he's not Jimmy, whatever, like, that can be painful, but at the same time, it can be like, you sow your wild oats and have fun, whatever. I think there's just a balance that you might want to keep in mind. Make sure your girlfriends are there to help you. I think after you've healed a bit and let some time pass, which is like, ugh, time pass, kill me. There's no secret recipe to be like able to be ready for dating, right? Like, letting some time pass. Maybe this looks like a 2-month period for some people. Maybe it looks like a 6-month period for others. I don't know. I would say if the relationship was real, like you had real feelings and you're actually really trying to heal, I feel like it's probably going to be between that, like 2 to 6 months. I mean, 6 is a while. I think you know, get back on the horse, but I wouldn't fault anybody. I think if you start like actually pursuing a like boyfriend any earlier than like month 2, you're probably likely fooling yourself. And maybe you should like be comfortable in your own space, right? For 5 minutes before you look for another boyfriend, because you don't want to like never, I don't know, you don't want to just be so uncomfortable being alone and like feeling your feelings that you like dive into somebody else's arms and you're just like dependent on another person, you know? You want to find someone because you're ready and you're open and you're feeling like you want a partner, right? What would you suggest to help a friend get through a breakup? Another great one. It's definitely something that I've, you know, been through with friends, or I feel like a lot of contemplating breakups. More so, honestly, than like the actual breakup itself. And for me, what I've really learned to do, and I think is so important, is to be able to learn what it is your friend is looking for from you. And that is to say, a listening ear or advice, maybe a mix of both. Maybe they don't know, but you need to kind of like figure that out. And I will say, a lot of times with breakups and things, friends might say that they're looking for advice, but really they're not. And they're going to do whatever they're going to do because it's their life, it's their choice, it's their decision. And they might want to bounce ideas off of you and get your opinion or use you as a sounding board. But at the end of the day, try to take your grieving friend with a grain of salt. I know it can get annoying if you feel like, oh, she's always has problems with this kid, and like, here we go again. Like, still be there for her, you know what I mean? Unless it's like an absolute, unless you think like, I'm not gonna be friends with this person anymore because she's such an idiot and she keeps getting back with her guy. Like, try to be there for them. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all do stupid stuff that we know we shouldn't do. So like, give enjoy life. Put yourself first for once. In due time, we will eventually find the right person we will want to spend the rest of our lives with. But for now, learn to love and appreciate yourself. Beautifully said from Johnny. Beautifully said.